know that feelings when a child doesn't have the urge to share his thoughts with parents at home. So here on Oracle TV today, I want to share with you this amazing and interesting topic that I captioned parental bonding. What is parental bonding in the first place? Parental bonding to me is an act of creating an intimacy between the parents and children. All right, guys, now you discover that in today's world, some children, not all, quote me right, some children doesn't even have the flair to discuss one or two things at home because of the kind of relationship they have with their parents at home. You discover that some children are so used to their teachers in school more than parents at home because some parents are so stiff. Stiff is my own word, that they don't give these children an avenue for them to get closer to them, discuss their problem, in fact what they pass through in school. You see, a child at times cannot even go through an homework that he or she was given, and then the mother or the father is so busy to the extent that that child feel stranded at home. And so you discover that such child is either get close to auntie or uncle or get closer to teacher in school. All right, guys, before I proceed, I want to share the story that a friend shared last week with me. Now, the story goes this way. When she was a little girl, she couldn't really read aloud. Not that if she sees whatsoever that is written on the board, she will not be able to write it down. No. But her own problem was she cannot read out loud. She couldn't even read anything at all. But if she sits to memorize what she saw, she might likely write it well. Now, here comes the problem. The mother was busy beating, flogging this particular girl when she was in nursery school, expecting the girl to be just like her classmate. Now, this is the same girl that was jested off by the classmate back then. To cut the whole story short, this girl has grown to a lady, and she's now a teacher that is standing out to teach other children. Why am I bringing this story to you? I'm bringing in this story because, to me, I feel if the mother was there to coach her, maybe during time for her homework, or make sure she keeps learning higher and higher and higher, I'm sure she would have been better. But all thanks to God now, she is doing extremely well in her teaching career. So guys, please, this video is specifically for parents. Please, you need to observe what your child can do and the things your child cannot do, so that you as a parent will be able to sit and then coach your child to be what you want your child to be. It is hyper necessary. So also you need to know that in learning there are different types of learning, which number one is visual learning. Visual learning is a type that whatever a child sees, he will be able to give meaning, like interpret it to his own understanding, and then put it to writing. Now let's get to number 2 point, which is auditory. Auditory is a type of learning where a child listens to whatever the teacher or whoever that is discussing with him or her, listen to it, memorize it, and then put it to writing. That child would be able to do the needful or give justice to whatever he or she listens to. For example, listening to music, listening to teaching, listening to anything that child is open to listen. Now let's get to number 3 point, which is kinesthetics. Now these ones prefer the physical hands-on approach, in the sense that whatever they see, the movement of things, seeing experiments, they would easily understand and then put it to writing. Now let's get to the last point, which is read and write. Wow, these says whatever they read gets to their memory, and they will also write it perfectly, like perfect 100% without anyone teaching them, without anyone helping them to read, without anyone showing them what to do. They just know. Once they see, they pick up a textbook, for example, maybe go to library on any book of their choice, read it. They will read it to their understanding. They will read it carefully, words by words, and that alone will also help them to write it perfectly, like I said. So, dear parents, at this juncture, I want to advise, please create that relationship with your own child in a way that will help your child to be open to you. Not being open to the teacher in school, not being open to her friends, not being open to your neighbor, not even being open to your own sister or your own brother who happens to be uncle or auntie. Please, let's create the bond. Let's bond with our own children. Let's give them the avenue for them to discuss things with us, for them to be free. Let's also put smile on their faces, because once they feel love, they would be able to come to walk down to you as a mother, as a father, and then say, Mommy, Daddy, this is where I have a problem. Can you please help me? Please, let your approach be tender. Let the words you use on your own child be as sweet and loving and caring on their ears, because it will draw them closer and closer to you, so that tomorrow posterity would smile with you. Thank you so much for being a partaker of today's video. Trust me, it has been a wonderful moment for you to sit and listen and then watch me do it in my own way. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking. Thank you for sharing. But please, if you are yet to subscribe to my own channel, please do well to subscribe, because this alone gives me joy. I am Nora Kuf by name. Let's do this next time. See ya.